It was the year that brought us Barbie and Jiffy Pop. Mac the Knife was playing on the radio, and you could mail a letter for 4 cents. Gas was $1 a gallon. A new car cost about $2,000. You could get a good used one here at Collier Auto Sales. It was 1959.
When we opened the place on West Colonial, we thought that was the biggest thing we'd ever seen in that little cracker box office. That we had 2 salesmen and my husband and a secretary business manager. We sold used cars, and we also sold new cars. We sold the DKW that no one's ever heard of, the BMW, which everyone's heard of, and Simcas and Sunbeams, which came along at this time.
In 1963, the Colliers became new car dealers. They got a new building and added a new car, the Studebaker, which was almost their undoing.
And they called us up one Sunday night and said, guess what? We're going out of business tonight at midnight. And it was the biggest shock we ever had. It scared us to death because at that time, I think we had liabilities and an amount of about $100,000, and that was the most money we ever heard of in our whole life. And how could anybody pay for all that? David went out and talked to all these people that we owed money to, and he said, look, if you'll trust me and let me pay you back $5 a week, he said, we'll do it. And we did. And that's how we moved on from then. And then we just continued to grow and grow from that time. And in '65, we added the Jaguar.
They added the British luxury car to the showroom, but not the sign.
Who wanted to advertise it? Because it had so many problems, you know, that we sort of, nobody ever bought one. But we loved them, and we always have loved them. You know, I've lived through all the jokes about you have to have 2, and now it's all turned around, and now you still have to have 2, one for your wife and one for you, so it's really changed over the years. We still love that car. Something fascinating about it, always has been. Fascinating car. Still is.
Fascinating, yes, but Mary had more on her mind than cars.
But I always had that dream that I wanted to go back to school. And then when our last son, David, decided that he wanted to go to work here, I said, guess what? I'm going back to school. So I did, and I went to Valencia. And when I went there, I was David's wife and the kid's mother and the dog's owner. You know, but I wasn't Mary Collier. I thought, I just don't think I can learn. I'm 50 years old. And so I signed up for this absolutely dopey math class. And it was just, I was just beside myself. I couldn't believe it. I could learn. I got A's and I did good. And so then I really dove in head first and really got into Valencia. And it was the best thing that I have ever done in my life. It changed my whole life. It really did, and I'll never forget it. It really almost chokes me up to think of what happened to me there. I was the first distinguished graduate, spoke at graduation, and I mean, it's just things that I never imagined that would ever come my way. I don't think I have the time to tell you about what Valencia has done for me, and it has helped me so much in appraising situations here, and having the self-confidence in myself. That's what it gave me, was self-confidence, you know. And to know that when I said or did something that I was doing the right thing.
Mary, it seems, has done many of the right things. Collier Jaguar continues to thrive. Mike Collier is now the dealer, and Mary is the senior vice president.
I watch the money. That's my main job around here. My son Mike is the dealer, so he has the vision and the day-to-day headaches, and so I try to keep an eye on everything else.
Keeping things in focus is Mary's special gift. One by one, she has accomplished an impressive list of goals. She's raised a family, built a business, and realized her lifelong dream of education. What advice does she have for other dreamers?
The first thing I would say to them is to set their goals and go to Valencia and start fulfilling them. There isn't anything you can't do, anything that, you know, you'd say anything you can imagine you can do. And I really believe that.
Mary Collier, mother, business leader, Valencia, class of 1982.